Hi, I'm Bethany Perry. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about what you think changes your brain and your health. Do you know what the single most important factor is for long-term health? Is it drinking enough water each day? Is it eating more vegetarian meals? Is it getting high quality sleep? Nope. All of those things are important and wonderful, of course, but there is one factor that is controlling your state of health. It's your thinking. You know those things that you say to yourself? I like to call it the Eeyore syndrome. You know, the negative thoughts that spin through our brain. 75% of our thoughts are negative. We may not be aware of this, but this is scientifically proven. If we change how we speak to ourselves and change how we view our circumstances, we not only live longer, we live healthier. Don't believe me? Well, let's look at it this way. So your body regenerates every 7 to 10 years. What does that mean? All of your organs, except for your brain, which functions a little differently, completely regenerates, repairs, and optimizes on a continuous basis. So some parts of your body are only 1 day old. The cornea of your eye, for example. Your cornea can completely regenerate every 24 hours. Some parts are a little bit older. The lining of your intestines, for example, are about 3 days old. Your skin is 1 month old. Your fingernails have completely grown out and replaced themselves in about 6 months. Your taste buds are only 10 days old when they get replaced. One of the reasons that we can learn to like foods that once we did not, at least sometimes. Your liver is totally regenerated every 5 months. Your lungs every 2 years. Even your bones, the support system of your body, is on a 7 to 10 year replacement plan. How awesome is that? We get to become new. So now that you understand this, you can perhaps understand in a better way that we truly are what we eat. And while what we eat today impacts who we become in the next 7 to 10 years, think about that the next time you go to pick up that soda that has 8 to 12 teaspoons of sugar in it. The next thing we want to recognize is that the you that is always talking to you. So the you, the heart of you that listens to the left brain that spins and talks to you all the time, needs to be given a great deal of attention because what you say to yourself has a direct impact on your health. There's only one organ system that sticks with you for your entire lifetime, and it's your brain. And even our brain we can change. There are plenty of things we can do to stimulate new connections and promote brain health. I speak on this all the time. If you would like me to come to your organization, I'm happy to do so. But nutrition specific to your brain health needs can reverse aging. Every other part of our body has the ability to be made new and replaced many, many times in our lifetime. So that means you can outgrow conditions. You can improve the health of your tissues. You can begin to repair past damage and let go of what isn't working for you and enjoy manifesting a new body entirely. If you don't like the word manifesting, fill it in with something different. This is why it's never too late to make changes, particularly when you wrestle with addictive behaviors, including food addiction. As an example, within days of quitting smoking, your cardiovascular system improves. Within months, your lungs are repairing, and within years, your chances of getting lung cancer are cut in half of what they used to be. So why is it then do we struggle with chronic health problems? Why the skin conditions that won't go away, the irritable bowel that won't quit, or the allergies that you just haven't outgrown? Since we get to receive a whole new body every 7 to 10 years, why do we carry the same problems for decade after decade? It's because our thinking hasn't changed. So medical studies have shown, this is published in Neurology on May 28th of 2014, that cynicism increases dementia. If you want to know more about that research, I'm happy to give you more. But basically, 10 years of study, the risk of dementia was 3 times higher for people who rated themselves as cynical at the onset of the study. Those with the highest level of cynical distrust also had a 40% higher risk of death than those with the lowest reported rates of cynical distrust. And then published in the Neurology on October 1st, 2014, neuroticism, I'm not saying that right, is found to increase future development of Alzheimer's disease. Meaning, if we're worried or anxious or stressed, all those things that happen day after day for many of us, is found to be associated with an increased incidence of late life Alzheimer's disease. And you guessed it, higher degrees of stress, anxiety, worry were associated with increased Alzheimer's diagnoses. The risk of Alzheimer's dementia was doubled for those in those highest categories when compared to lower scores. So why is this important? Because although medical research tends to focus on the negative, which I don't like to do, for example, studying how the negative moods and behaviors increase the risk of dementia, the bottom line is this: you can do something about your outlook right now. This is where my work comes in. Sometimes you can do it on your own, and if that's you, great. Go Tiger. Sometimes we need outside eyes to see what we're not able to see, to enable us to change mindset, support, to change our world, to cultivate the life that we long to have. Often, this becomes a vicious cycle because we need to nourish the brain first to enable us to choose the thinking we want to have in the first place. So we get this cycle of up and down, back and forth, wanting to choose, not choosing, beating ourselves up, and it continues. If this touches you, if I'm speaking to you specifically, and you're ready to move forward, I invite you to schedule a complimentary cultivated life session with me at www.meetme.so/BethanyHealth. You'll see the link below, but I would love to support you so that you can retrain your patterns of relating to the world in more productive ways right now, to not only improve your joy in the present moment, but to protect your future brain function. And this is huge. This means if you're depressed, overweight, anxious, cynical, or neurotic, you can take action now to help get support and treatment for these conditions and have a real impact on your future dementia risk, as well as many other health risks, because a positive mindset changes all the cells in the body. Every single day, we're given the opportunity to wake up and reinvent ourselves, a chance to see things from a new perspective and breathe a new breath and a new thought. It takes time and effort to change our thinking, sprinkled with just a little bit of patience now and then, to see this manifest in our minds and our bodies. After all, there are reasons that we hold on to behavior patterns that no longer work for us, and we just don't know how to change them. Most people discover that they need help in making these changes. If you're finding yourself stuck in the world of negative thoughts, or maybe you're just becoming aware that, oh my gosh, I have so many negative thoughts, I talk to myself like I wouldn't let anybody speak to me, then it's time to reach out to me. Schedule a complimentary session so we can determine the best course of action specific to you, your brain, and your body. The best news of all is it is possible to change your mind, your body, and your health. Now, one last thing, disease is a real thing, and it's not in your head at all. And there is much, much more we can do to support and facilitate health than just changing our thought patterns. But today, so that you can give yourself a chance, just a chance, to open to the fact that the conditions you have now are not the conditions you need to be saddled with forever. This is a reality that you're dealing with. This very moment, sorry about that, has the potential to shift and change and release. Because I know that your body is literally a self-healing machine, capable of fully replacing itself. It is worth being very positive and aware of the thoughts you think and the baseline activity of your brain. I don't want anyone to feel judgment if they have issues going on in the body. We are all going to age. We are all going to pass over one day. But if I'm speaking to you and you want to live your healthiest life every single day you're alive, then check out the link below and join me sign up for a complimentary session. I'm offering 2 different programs, one where it's private, meant specifically for you, and another that will be a group program. I look forward to working with you and talk to you soon. This is Bethany Perry. Here's to your health.